This is the business end of the IPL. This is what the players get paid the big bucks for. This is what the teams fight for to try and get into the top four and also to get into the top two, which is what we are previewing today. Qualifier 1, Punjab, Bangalore. The toss is done. Bangalore are interestingly bowling first at Mullanpur. We've got the stats to think that this might not be the best possible decision, but let's get straight into Qualifier 1 and let's get straight into fantasy stuff. Who's going to be the captain of your preference? Who's going to be your vice captain? What should be your team composition? We're going to discuss all of that and more because joining me today is Manu Mohan on the other side. Manu, first things first, let's go straight into it. क्या हाल है? क्या लग रहा है? क्या reaction है to RCB winning the toss and bowling first? Not expected.
I'm shocked. Like, to be honest, this stadium has like 55% plus chase rate, low average. Like, why are they going bowling? Their best department is not bowling. But yeah, let's see what they have. Maybe they have read the pitch better than all the remaining. And they've gotten in Hazelwood for Tushara.
Oh, like for like. So combination change नहीं कर रहे हैं. They are going straight in with the combination that they are okay with all this while.
Yeah. Hazelwood को लेके तो आना ही था. तुषारा was bowling good. हमारे हिसाब से हमारे side के हिसाब से अच्छे form में थे in bowler, but probably foreign players they could not squeeze a different strategy. Wanted to go with the same and लेके गए वापस Hazelwood instead of Tushara.
Average first inning score in Mullanpur is 169 batting first. Win batting percentage is 55% for a team batting first. Team chasing is winning at 44%. So the odds are already against RCB. Manu, how do you now go about putting your team together? Because हमारी जब बात हो रही थी तो obviously पंजाब के बैटर्स काफी अच्छे फॉर्म में हैं और उनको आपने ऑलरेडी एम्पावर कर दिया कि जाके पहले बैटिंग करो in conditions that already you have suited, right? So let's go straight into the team. Let's go straight into the composition, right? And let's start talking. But first things first, how are you thinking right now? क्या टीम बनाना चाहिए आपके हिसाब से? आपकी टीम क्या बनने वाली है?
हाँ, तो हमारे हिसाब से 2-3 पार्ट्स में देखा जा सकता है. आई थिंक थोड़ा देखने के नजरिए से 165 का एवरेज है, तो ये सोचिए कि बैटिंग टीम जो फर्स्ट आने वाली है, दे विल ट्राई टू स्कोर अराउंड 15-20% मोर देन द एवरेज. ठीक है, तो 170 का एवरेज है. आई कैन अश्योर यू दे आर गोना ट्राई टू गेट मोर देन 200. क्यों? क्योंकि 200 बनाने पे उनके बॉलिंग साइड के ऊपर इम्पैक्ट कम होगा, है ना. सो व्हाट पंजाब इज गोना ट्राई इज गोइंग फॉर 200 प्लस. आई फील दैट्स गोना बी देयर स्ट्रेटजी.
200 प्लस. एंड हमारे स्टैट्स के हिसाब से लाइक ऑब्वियसली पिच को हमारे बैकएंड ने जो पिच को रीड किया है और जो इनपुट गया है ऑल दिस व्हाइल, इट्स बीन ऑफ द हिस्ट्री ऑफ मुलनपुर. अगर आज पिच थोड़ा सा ड्राई है देन प्लीज टेक दैट इनटू कंसीडरेशन एज वेल, बट it's also going to depend on how things unfold, right? So now Manu, with the point number 5 is interesting for me here. Captain and vice captain picks, we are favoring batters and we're favoring all-rounders, not bowlers. So how are you going to go about this? Who is going to be your captaincy choice given that Bangalore are bowling first?
So Bangalore bowling, we have to give advantage to first innings batting side of it. So first innings Punjab, going through the Punjab list, we'll find the top batters. Top order in first innings is what is favored. So I will prepare a team where you have on one side keeping captain as Priyansh Arya, on the other side keeping captain as Prabsimran Singh. Both of these guys are gonna go down for captaincy route. top rank में यही दिखाई दे रहा है. तो second innings में बैटिंग करते वक्त what we say is the middle order is going to be more crucial अगर आपको बैट्समैन कैप्टन लेके जाना है. तो पंजाब फर्स्ट इनिंग, सेकंड इनिंग्स बैंगलोर आएगा तो ऑब्वियसली कोहली तो बनता ही है सबके लिए, बट यू वुड लुक एट मिडल ऑर्डर्स फॉर कैप्टनसी शाउट्स from Bangalore.
What about Josh Inglis, Manu? Because if you look at his ACT form as well, is pretty good. Batting form is pretty good, and he has an OP meter of 99 versus RCB. You know that in games like this, you know opposition का preference भी बहुत ही impact करता है. So would Josh Inglis also. Would you choose Josh Inglis or the experience of Josh Inglis, or would you choose Priyan Sharia or Prabsimran as your captain? How would you go down there?
So it's a pretty good question. I would definitely have a team with the first top order going as captain. I cannot skip it. But in the
Hmm.
chance where I keep top order as captain, I would probably drop Josh Inglis. And in the
Hmm.
chance where I'm not keeping them as captain, I would probably keep Josh Inglis. This ensures that the combination
Interesting.
takes
Ah.
a lot of runs into account. Another battle I'll look out for is Josh Inglis versus no, Josh English. Yeah, Josh English is actually a very good pick today. So I would not discount him out, but that's the
Yeah.
combination that I would look for.
सी ऑब्वियसली जॉश इंग्लिस ने जयपुर में रन्स
हाँ,
बनाए थे और ये अलग सरफेस है राइट सो
बराबर.
दिस इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट ग्राउंड एंड सिचुएशन बट अगेन लाइक अगेन अ प्लेयर इन फॉर्म एंड वी
A
सीन
player in form.
ओवरसीज प्लेयर्स सडनली टर्न इट अप लास्ट ईयर स्टार्क
Yeah,
ने भी केकेआर के लिए
yeah,
पूरे लीग में कुछ नहीं किया था और फिर प्लेऑफ्स में आके
बराबर.
एकदम एक्सप्लोड कर दिया राइट सो आई थिंक जॉश इंग्लिस कुड बी एन इंटरेस्टिंग मूव
तो आज अच्छा
सो
बैटल है हेजलवुड वर्सेस इंग्लिश.
यस
दोनों सेम कंट्री है. So
यस
they would know each other well from the training ground also. So one of the combinations is also if you're taking Hazelwood,
राइट
keeping him as a vice cap or going with him, then maybe इंग्लिश को वो टीम में ड्रॉप करो. एंड जहां पे आप नहीं लेके जा रहे हो हेजलवुड, वहां पर इंग्लिश को रख दो बिकॉज यू आर अज्यूमिंग उस बैटल में से एक बंदा बाहर आ रहा है इनटू योर बेस्ट टीम.
You know what's interesting, Manu, is Shreyas Iyer ने टॉस पे कहा है कि he would have also bowled first. If you look at the record, their teams batting first have done well. So I'm
या
optimistic about our current scenario. But I
या
would have bowled first, which is so
फर्स्ट.
it seems like they know something about the pitch which हमें अभी फिलहाल नहीं पता है.
नहीं पता है.
And it seems like the wicket is hard. There is grass,
या
but it is also dry underneath.
बराबर.
So
सो तो
this,
ऐसे
yeah, go
सिनेरियो
on.
में ऐसे
हाँ.
सिनेरियो में एक्चुअली जीएल साथी का बेस्ट यूज है. आप
Let's
मुझसे
go for
पूछे
it
तो.
then. Let's go
या
for it then. सीधा जीएल सादी खोलते हैं. Team batting first is Punjab Kings, obviously straight away. Here is where the tricky question comes. Will this
बराबर.
pitch get better to, like, let's say we'll go with
या
history and
या
we'll say Punjab Kings will score more runs, right?
एग्जैक्टली
Let's try
एग्जैक्टली.
and do that. First innings power play Punjab
एब्सोल्युटली.
Kings. Let's trust history. Let's
यस.
sort of trust our stats and go for it.
एब्सोल्युटली.
Second innings power play, Manu,
Hmm.
there are just two options now that we've done this, right? This is how
Yeah,
powerful the AI is. It has looked
yeah,
at the surface and the conditions and the stats. It has seen that the first innings power play, Punjab could win it, which means that
yeah,
it eliminates the possibility of Bengaluru winning the second power play. Maximum
exactly.
is share, which is
Yes,
phenomenal.
yes, absolutely.
Let's go for
Absolutely.
share.
You're completely read it right. Yep. Let's go for share. You'll get the 10
And
teams.
and now we have 10 teams. Now the captaincy options open up. And
Yep.
very interestingly, जैसे मनु ने भी कहा, Josh Inglis is
Hmm.
again a part of this. Phil Salt is a part of it. Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
These are all top order batters, right?
Matters.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah. So very interesting choices. So this is one potential team. अगर कोई देख रहा है तो आपको अगर स्क्रीनशॉट निकालना है तो आप अभी कर सकते हो और
अभी
इसी
तुरंत.
टीम को कस्टमाइज करके अपने टीम में यूज कर सकते हो. लेट्स लुक एट टीम नंबर 2. इसमें प्रभ सिमरन सिंह है.
Hmm.
हाँ, प्रभ सिमरन सिंह
Yep.
features in this team. Phil Salt again, Rajat Patidar again. So essentially, Manu, mota moti is that top order batters are getting featured, like you said.
Features, exactly. And second innings, you would see more middle order. Rajat Patidar, all of these guys who are coming from middle order would actually get more featured.
Hmm. Interesting. So I think they've gone for the same setups. Both of the teams, they've not changed too many things. Only thing that has happened is Omarzai has come for Marco Jansen for Punjab Kings, and there's obviously
Yeah.
also another change, which is no, that's it. Both have one changes each. Hazelwood comes in for Tushara, which we've already discussed. So in terms of composition, nothing changes for either of them. It's just
Mhm.
that what's interesting, Manu, here is that Janssen would bowl with the new ball, but I don't think
Exactly.
Omar Zai will bowl with the new ball. So the
Yeah.
left arm option versus
Yes.
Virat Kohli and Phil Salt, which was the danger option, is
Yes.
gone.
Gone. Absolutely. You've got that bang on. A huge left arm opposition is now not there with Punjab. So they have Arshdeep, but they definitely lose that
Exactly.
tall,
It's only one.
fast. Yeah, yep.
So does this
So that
mean
will,
कि आपको दोनों आरसीबी ओपनर्स को लेने चाहिए टीम में?
हाँ, दोनों आरसीबी ओपनर्स के
Salt
साथ
and
रहना
Kohli?
चाहिए, हो सकता है,
Hmm.
या एब्सोल्युटली बिकॉज ऑफ अ यूनिक केस ऑफ दिस प्लेयर नॉट प्लेइंग टुडे. जब आप सोच रहे हो तो आप सॉल्ट और कोहली दोनों लेके जाना चाहोगे इस टीम में. या
Right. So if you see all the teams, you end up seeing one name which is common, which is Virat Kohli. Every single team has
या
Virat Kohli with a star on it. And I feel
या
Manu, with these conditions, right, with the slow conditions, he becomes even more dangerous because he
या
likes to take his time. It's not going to be a
या
230 wicket, और तो वो आराम
या
से खेलेंगे. But in this scenario, right, let us work with two scenarios. एक अगर किसी को सेफ टीम बनाना है और एक किसी को अगर थोड़ा सा रिस्क लेना है आज. How would you go
बराबर.
about advising these two players?
सही है. तो अगर सेफ टीम बनाना है तो यू हैव टू गो विथ Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, both of these players, and they probably are fetching one of the captain bans for sure. And the
Hmm.
other captain ban can then go to a different top order batsman or a keeper also. But if you want to play risky, which is what a lot of people play GL with, I'll tell you, don't drop Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli has right now an ownership of about 90%. तो क्या होता है कि यार विराट कोहली इवन इफ ही डजंट गिव अ विराट कोहली परफॉर्मेंस, मतलब वो शायद 50 नहीं क्रॉस करते, 60 नहीं क्रॉस करते, वैसा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दिया, बट फिर भी 20 रन्स मार गए, तो भी
Hmm.
आपकी टीम के आगे बाकी 93 94% टीम्स पहुंच जाती है. क्यों? क्योंकि विराट कोहली ऑलरेडी 20 मार चुके हैं और हर एक की टीम में है. तो इवन इफ अगर आप रिस्की खेलना चाह रहे हो, अपनी टीम में कोहली को ड्रॉप मत करो, कैप्टनसी और किसी को दे दो, तो उससे आपकी टीम थोड़ी बची रहेगी. एंड कैप्टनसी एक थोड़े यूनिक प्लेयर को आप सोच सकते हो, बॉलर्स की, विकेट कीपर्स कहीं से भी, एंड यू कैन गिव इट टू अ, आई वुड स्टिल रिकमेंड बैटर और एन ऑलराउंडर ये पिच पे.
Hmm.
बैटिंग ऑलराउंडर वुड बी अ ग्रेट चॉइस यहाँ पे
Hmm.
आने के लिए. एंड
Right.
यू नो व्हाट, इवन जितेश इज अ शाउट आउट आज के लिए. लाइक जितेश विथ हिज प्रीवियस
Interesting.
मैच फॉर्म, मिडिल
Interesting.
ऑर्डर इन सेकेंड इनिंग्स, एंड अगर पंजाब मेक्स हाई रन्स देन सेकेंड इनिंग्स में काफी रन्स बनाने का अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा इनको. तो
Because you again said that middle order batters in the second innings are more potent,
या
right?
यस
Correct.
एग्जैक्टली.
Very interesting.
So,
Right.
so
Right.
if you go with Ritesh and keep him as a captain option or a vice captain option, then among the first two, आरसीबी में
Hmm.
से maybe drop a salt. वहाँ पे भी मैं कोहली ड्रॉप नहीं करूँ, but yeah, maybe
Nahin,
that's
no
an
chance.
option.
Right.
Yeah,
What's interesting, Manu, is obviously Punjab are batting first. Maybe and the big miss, right, is Yuzvendra Chahal. Abhi bhi there is no Yuzvendra Chahal. He's not in the impact subs. He's not in the 11. So as we move towards the bowling, let's just talk about that as well. On a dry pitch, I think Yuzi could have been very useful. Also, ex
true.
RCB player has
Yeah,
seen RCB from close quarters. He
yeah.
was warming up, so मुझे लगा he might play. So this is a big miss for fantasy cricket players as well. So इस
Yeah,
situation में क्या करें? Should you pick Suyash Sharma as your spinner? Should you pick Harpreet Brar? Should you pick both? What do you think?
yeah. So this pitch has spin preferences. You
Yeah.
should go with at least one spinner. So Harpreet Brar is also in a good form. If you are more Punjab friendly, you would definitely pick Harpreet Brar. And uh, what was the second option that you were talking about?
Harpreet
Uh,
Brar or Suyash
and
Sharma,
Suyash
so
Sharma. So if you are
from
Bangalore
RCB.
friendly, you would go with Suyash Sharma, because
Hmm.
both of them similar kind of returns. It could be expected, but one of the spinners
Yeah.
I would take.
Yeah, for sure. I think SL Sati is favoring Suyash Sharma at this point of time in a couple of the
Mm,
teams, which is
yeah,
interesting. Because
interesting.
Harpreet Brar has obviously come in and done a little bit of damage.
Yeah,
But like you said, the batting side of things is also important. And now
yeah,
that Punjab are batting first, the middle order sort of
mm,
will not be as important as it could be if they batted second.
yeah,
Harpreet Brar
yeah.
is an
That's true.
all-rounder. Remember that he's not an all-out bowler.
Bowler. Yeah, true.
So in this event, now that you've seen the two teams, whose bowling is
Yeah.
looking stronger according to you from a pure fantasy perspective?
Okay, so from a bowling perspective, if I look at Tushara was somebody that maybe RCB went miss. But bowling wise, I think because Marco Jensen is right now out, I
Hmm.
think and RCB probably has gotten their strongest bowler in by getting
Hmm.
in Hazelwood. I would give
Hmm.
a slight edge to Bangalore bowling, a little edge over there.
Interesting.
Uh, Now it depends how much pressure Punjab Kings can bring in to the match. The
Hmm.
scoreboard pressure, they would need it. I think they would need some scoreboard pressure, 200 plus, 195 plus. Probably that's the score that I'd be aiming for them to make.
Interesting. So let's boil down finally to your top three captaincy choices and to your
Yeah.
top three vice captaincy choices. Who are you going with and why?
So obviously one of them was Virat Kohli. You would have again Josh English, who's a good captaincy shout. Priyan Sharia, who's another good captaincy shout. All of them are batsmen in the pitch.
Hmm.
Have scored well. Has a very high opposition meter. They perform well against this opposition. Have a good stadium meter. They have performed well in the stadium also. So all the three are pretty high on the list right now.
Yeah.
Uh, then if we go, I would say Hazelwood is an outside shout for a little bit of bowling. Like if he
Hmm.
can get in that initial something, then he's a one vice captaincy shout, but nothing other than vice captaincy shout.
Hmm.
These are the three, four options which we have on top. Don't see anybody standing out completely out of them. Yeah.
But you know
But
what is interesting, Manu, is हमने ना बात की about how Punjab's batters have been in good
mm,
form,
yeah,
and at the moment RCB's bowling is looking stronger, right?
yeah,
So in this
little
scenario,
bit.
when you split your resources and the
Mm,
matchup happens, you're
yeah,
bound to lose points. So how should
yeah.
players go about it?
So one good way of looking at is it a batting pitch or is it a bowling pitch? Like if it is a batting pitch,
Ah,
then
straight.
you can yeah, it's like that's one aspect which you have to look at. The second is how many times has this matchup happened? What has been the result of those matchups, which we show in our player research also that hey, this guy has been made out 8 times and the runs scored has been very less, right?
Yeah,
But the pitch plays a very important role. If it's a batting pitch, then even if
interesting.
the bowler has gotten him out a lot of times, he might still score the runs, before he gets him out again. So the pitch does play a role.
Very interesting. Let's then finish the program by talking about that and lead up, because ये बड़ा interesting point है क्योंकि pitch और venue की एक consistency रही है और आज लग रहा है कि कुछ अलग हो रहा है, but
हो
let's just
सकता
take a
है.
look at let's just take a look at the venue. It says that a total of 9 matches since 2008,
Yeah.
170 on board. So you're saying what should be at this point a target score that Punjab Kings should look at?
So I think if Punjab scores anything less than 180, 85, I think it'll get chased down. If they score anything less than 180 on 85. I mean, that's the stats, and the pitch looks a little bit more easier than the stats, right? So
Right.
if they score anything less than 180, 185, I think it'll get chased down. If they reach 195, 200, I think it's gonna go down to the wire last 2 overs. If they cross 200, if they cross 205, 210, then I think there's a very high chance RCB can collapse. That's what we see. If the runs become too high,
Correct.
then the chances
Correct.
of collapses really increases. These are the three scenarios. These are the three scores that we consider right now. I think they have to score about 200.
Correct. And if that अगर वो होना है तो
Hmm.
very safe to say that, and in this
Yeah,
number 5 point is very interesting, that a top order performs well, 79.78 on an
yeah,
average in the
mm,
first innings. So clearly pick 1 to 3 of Punjab Kings and maybe
yeah,
go 4, 5, 6 in and around 4, 5, 6 of RCB along
yeah,
with Virat
yeah,
Kohli.
yeah. Along with Virat Kohli, go to 3, 4, 5 and pick two players. Like two out of those three,
Two
right?
out of those
That
players. Okay.
that's yeah, that should be a better combination for the teams. I feel. Yeah.
Hmm. Right. So that does again come down to your gut feeling player, which is Jitesh Sharma. Manu,
Jitesh
very
Sharma. Yeah,
interesting. Very interesting.
yeah,
We had a gut feeling, and now we worked
yeah,
backwards from the stats to come to this place that this could actually happen. So maybe this is the
yeah.
learning for everybody कि ऐसे teams pick करना चाहिए.
Yep, yep, yep. True.
Right.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
very
I'm
interesting.
excited.
Yeah. This is
I'm
very interesting.
excited.
I think,
Good luck.
yeah. I think like the numbers and the stats are sitting there for sure. But on the day, right? I always
Yeah.
feel ki on the day of the game, anything can happen, and
Yep, yep.
anything can happen, and the conditions will play a big role. So बार बार हम वही कह रहे हैं सभी प्लेयर्स को कि आप पिच रिपोर्ट देखिए. पिच रिपोर्ट
Yeah,
बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है प्लेऑफ्स में या कोई भी मैच में फॉर दैट मैटर. बट अगर वेन्यू अलग है, अगर वेन्यू चेंज हुआ है, अगर वेदर कंडीशंस चेंज हुई है, तो पिच रिपोर्ट देखें एंड देन यूज जीएल साथी. राइट, दैट्स द वे टू गो
yeah.
अबाउट इट.
Yep, yep, yep. And playoffs again gives you extraordinary circumstances, extraordinary results. तो ये
या
सारे मैचेस में तो स्पोर्ट्स की एक्चुअल ब्यूटी दिखाई देगी आपको. तो या लेट्स केयर फॉर इट. यूज करो एनालिटिक्स, यूज करो डेटा, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे मैच में हो सकता है. दैट इज व्हाई इट्स स्पोर्ट्स.
Absolutely. Manu, काफी questions आ रहे हैं about the product, about the app, about the tool. So why don't you give us a bit of an insight into how can people use it? How can they go about it? How can they be a part of the community? And also, as you finish, tell us about your post IPL plans. यार क्या plans होने वाले हैं? Cricket season थोड़ी खत्म हो जाएगा with IPL. So tell us about that as well.
या डेफिनेटली अपना क्रिकेट टीम. अगर आपको हमारा प्रोडक्ट यूज करना है, फैंटेसी है प्रोडक्ट का नाम है, अपना क्रिकेट टीम .com जा सकते हो और आपके इसके एक्सेस बाय कर सकते हो. एक्सेस बाय करते हो टूर्नामेंट लेवल पे, आईपीएल सीजन लेवल पे सब और एक्सेस बाय कर सकते हो आप.
Yeah.
आईपीएल के बाद वी आर गोना बी लाइव विद ऑल द इंटरनेशनल मैचेस, ओडीआई टेस्ट, T20s. I think there's a tournament, India tour of England. We are going to be live.
Correct.
England West Indies Test Championship. Most of the matches, international matches, we are going to be live on our website. आपको सारे passes दिखना शुरू हो जाएंगे. Generally हम लोग passes आप खरीद सकते हो for 3 matches, 10 matches. इस तरीके से जैसा आपको पसंद आए. एंड वी आर सून गोना बी लॉन्चिंग एन ऐप इनटू द मार्केट. ये भी बहुत जल्दी एक्सपेक्टेड है. डेट्स आर नॉट आउट येट बट विल बी आउट विद एन ऐप सो दैट पीपल कैन इंटरेक्ट मोर, फॉर्म कम्युनिटीज. या
Yeah, absolutely. And also talk us a little bit about the community, right? Like the
या
WhatsApp community, the internal
या
community that is also talking. क्योंकि जैसे हम आज बात कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, one of
या
life's most fabulous pleasures is just talking cricket with your friends, with people that you like, with people that you know enjoy, and जिनके साथ आपकी ना mental bandwidth match होती है. So tell us a little bit about this growing community of people, of fantasy players, serious fantasy players that come together for ACT as well.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that out, Sumedh. Yeah, we have a thriving community. अभी 1,000 से ज़्यादा WhatsApp पे community join कर चुके हैं सब लोग. Everybody discusses fantasy cricket from a new perspective. They look into data, they watch. Generally लोग पूछते रहते हैं आज का DT meter क्या है, Dream Team meter क्या है.
Mhm.
So these are conversations which keep happening in the community. And और एक चीज, they bring in their side of information. Sometimes it's news which we can't
Mm.
capture at the speed which they capture, but it'll be there in the group shared for all. And teams भी share होती है सीखने के लिए. But it's a new kind of a community जहाँ पे लोग actually cricket को थोड़े नए नजरिए से देखना चाह रहे हैं, fantasy cricket को. So it has been growing. This IPL has been really crazy for us. Have crossed, I said, 1,000+ on the WhatsApp community. Looking forward, ये सारे features हम लोग हमारे ऐप में भी डालने वाले हैं. So looking forward to helping all of you guys who play fantasy. Likes छोड़ना जिनको भी पसंद आया.
Absolutely. I think, and yes, of course, hit us, give us a follow on all socials, Instagram, YouTube, we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Live, of course, ACT Live is something new that we are doing, and it's been fun to put this together. A lot of fun, actually. Like, I've really, really enjoyed doing this. But उसके अलावा भी हम bite-sized एनालिटिक्स इनसाइट्स बेस्ड वीडियोस बनाते हैं आपके लिए इंस्टाग्राम पर, यूट्यूब पर वगैरह. सो प्लीज हिट follow and subscribe on that as well. And with that, bang on time, Manu, क्या बात है यार,
चलो चलो.
7:29. जाओ मैच देखो,
Excited.
एंजॉय करो. एंड मनु, क्लोजिंग थॉट्स बताओ. क्या होने वाला है आज?
I think Shreyas Iyer is going to be key to what happens in the
Ooh.
match. Hazelwood तुषारा के जगह आए हैं. This battle is going to be spicy. देखते हैं कैसे play out होगा. And Punjab top order. Very important, very important. These are the players who are going to define it. देखते हैं क्या होगा आज. थोड़ा सा दिल है पंजाब. Possibility, but yeah, I know. Bangalore
Isala,
fans are just.
Isala, Isala Cup namde, Ilva, Hauda, I don't know. Let's see what
Yeah, yeah.
happens. But it's going to be interesting. The momentum clearly with Punjab heading into the playoffs, number one. But I think Bangalore have just nicked it. I'm going to close the show with one stat. Every team that has finished second since 2011 has gone on to win and go straight
Wow.
to the final. So there you go. Enjoy Bangalore fans. Enjoy that stat. But let's see how things go. Thank you for joining us on episode 2 of ACT Live. My name is Sumedh Bilgi. Manu M joining us from the other side. We're going to be back with more as we carry on the cricket season in 2025. See you on the other side.
See you outside.